Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. If you are new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. Today is my weekly WIP Chat where I'm going to work on diamond painting or a work in progress. Today I am working on Mermaid Journal, and that is from Beach City Boutique. I am loving this diamond painting. I've only done a couple of sections on it. I would like to get a row or two if possible in July so I can get some more of this done. I love how the squares are fitting perfectly in and it has a gorgeous shine. So I will put a photo of what I'm working on screen so that you can see it. It is already on my light pad attached, and so I didn't want to move it around. If you would like to work on a diamond painting or anything else, feel free to grab something, or if you want to treat this like a podcast, feel free to just listen while I chat. I'm going to turn you guys around and let's get started. Okay, I think that I have everything ready here. It looks like you guys can see everything. I did adjust my camera from the way that I had it last week. I did have a listener ask if I could show more of the canvas, that they couldn't see it. And honestly, I do apologize for that. I didn't really think that anybody would really looks anyway, but I'll make sure that you have a better view from now on. So I definitely apologize. Hopefully you'll be able to see okay this week. But how are you doing? Let me know how your week has been. We are almost at the weekend. I am recording this on Friday morning. You guys will see it on Saturday. So hopefully you will have a very nice weekend. We don't have very much planned here. I did a lot of cleaning last weekend and really throughout the week. I just mainly need to clean our master bathroom, and then I pretty much have the house cleaned up for the week. I'm sure there's something that else I'll end up doing over the weekend. Last week, Dave finished the screening in of our deck. It looks really good. He's going to wait until the weather cools down some, and then he's going to end up installing a fan out there, a ceiling fan, but it's just so hot right now for him to do that he's going to wait until it does cool off. But right now we're just using a floor fan out there, and that's working fine. And then he's also going to install some fairy lights out there, and so that's going to make it look really pretty. But in order to do that, he wants to reroute some of the electrical. He is an electrician, so we are definitely blessed with that, because calling an electrician can get expensive. And he knows exactly how he wants it and what he wants to do. So that will get done soon. But at least we're able to sit outside in the screen and porch is helping us to where we don't have to worry about mosquitoes, because they've been really bad. And then flies have been terrible too. So we don't have to worry about the bugs anymore. That was the main thing that we wanted for this house. So now he can start doing other things around here that's on his long to-do list that he wants to get done. I've been working in my craft room. This has been a pretty quiet week for work. It makes me a little nervous because I'm just waiting, for the bottom to drop, because it's been so quiet. Not hardly any emails from students. They're all just doing their thing and not really even asking me any questions or anything. So that's been really nice. I got my grading done early for the week on Monday. I do need to start working more on my fall classes. Hard to believe that we're already thinking of fall, but our fall starts, I think, on August 17th. I don't have the calendar in front of me, but very close to that. And I found out yesterday that the public schools here for kids starts on August the 3rd. And that's a week earlier than what they have been starting. So I thought that was kind of crazy. I wondered why they're doing all of these advertisements on going back, back to school clothes and supplies and stuff. And I thought, goodness. And then I heard that it was August the 3rd. So kids will be having to go back soon. And it's even been quiet in our neighborhood. I guess it's because of the heat. I mean, who wants to go out? It's very hot here, just extremely muggy. Nobody wants to go out in this mess. We have a HOA pool, and we haven't even gone to the pool yet. We didn't go last year either, and we just moved in here last year. So I told Paige, I said, we need to go to the pool one late afternoon. I'm not going to go and stay there all day. She burns really easy. She's not going to want to stay all day either. So, but she loves to swim. So I'm going to take her probably next week, and we're going to go and swim for a little bit. Maybe we can go, and there won't be that many people there. Also, Maddie has a really nice pool in her apartment complex. It is just super nice. So I need to take her there. When we were on vacation, they did have a pool that we could have used within the resort where we were staying, and I asked Paige if she wanted to go, and every time that we went by there, it was pretty crowded, and she doesn't like to go, and there's a lot of people that is at the pool or people she doesn't know. I don't blame her. I really don't either. And so she really didn't want to go there. And Madison's pool isn't used that much during the week. She's usually off on Fridays, but she's having to work today. And I went and picked up the baby, took her to daycare this morning because Madison had to go to a further out location. So I took her, and we had some Mimi and baby C time. And she's now starting to say mama. She just started that today, this morning. Shocked both of us. So I'm like, okay, you said dada and you said mama. Mimi has got to be next. I mean, Mimi's close to mama, so maybe she'll start calling out my name or whatever she wants to call me. So we'll see. But it's been nice when I get to go over there and spend a little bit of time with her. I let her play for a little bit, fixed her breakfast, got her dressed, and then took her to daycare. So hopefully Madison will be able to pick her up. She said she thought she would be able to. For some reason, it's easier for me to take her than it is to pick her up. I don't know why. And it's not very far from here. I don't mind doing it at all, but it just seems like it's easier to get her, to take her, than to pick her up. So that's really the only thing that I've got to watch out for. Make sure I have time just in case that Madison doesn't get off in time to pick her up, or traffic is really bad. Then I need to be on call to go and pick her up. But I've gotten quite a bit done. Like I said, my craft room, it is looking so much better. I'm really pleased with it. I'm still going through some stuff. I am still working on my Gems Flow app. Hopefully I can get that done soon. I'm getting a lot of deliveries in this week, and it is from some of the canvases that I purchased back in March and April. Some were pre-orders, so that's exciting. I did open 4 Diamond Art Clubs so I could take a picture and put that in my Gems Flow. And on the 4 that I opened, I got 3 of the silver, or 3, I got 3 of the bronze trading cards, and I got 1 silver. So I need to start opening some of my other ones that are just absolutely just been sitting there for a long time, so I can see what I have, because I could be sitting on some really good TLC cards, and I really would like to get a canvas from them, from Diamond Art Club. I would really like to get a custom, although I don't know what I would do for a custom. I need to just think about that, but I'm sure I have plenty of time because all the ones that I've opened, 90% of them are bronze. I think I would scream if I open one up and I got a black card. Even a silver card would be good, but it's fine. So that I need to do. I thought about just doing maybe some unboxings with you guys and just do a bunch of them so we can see what I've gotten. Hadn't decided if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. I have diamond painted on several canvases this week. I did 6 sections on my mystery canvas, and that one is by Finera from the one with the diamond art. That one is absolutely confetti crazy. I don't have a problem with confetti. I absolutely love confetti. If you are new and you've never heard of that term, that is where you have a lot of different colors in a basically smaller section. And I have colors on that one that I don't think was needed. I think another color could have easily been replaced with that one. It's like in a 4x4 section, you may have 3 or 4 colors that is just one symbol, and that's it. So you only put one color down for 3 or 4 different symbols, and it's black and white because it's a mystery. So I don't know if when I put it down, if that color really needs to be there or not. I can't tell. Can't tell what the actual what it's going to look like. I have no idea. I have not seen the canvas. I don't want to see the canvas, but it is very frustrating when it can take 3+ hours to do a 4x4 section. I love the one with the diamond art. I've not had a canvas like this before. It has a little bit of gapping to it. The gapping isn't bothering me nearly as much as the time that it's taking me to do it. So I can only do 2 to 3 at a time because it does take so long. But when that one was chosen on my random wheel picker, I went ahead and spent 3 days on it, and it literally almost took me out last Sunday. I worked on it all day. All day long, I worked on that canvas, and I got 3 sections done. So it was a little disappointing on that one because it's taken so long, but I want to get it done. And so I was glad that the random wheel picker did choose it. And I would show you guys my random wheel picker and just say, yes, this is the one that I chose. Show it as I'm spinning it. Because I get excited every time that whatever it clicks on. I'm like, oh, good, I get to do that one now. But it's on my phone. And I use my phone to record. So I couldn't do it there. I could do it on my computer, but that means I have to transfer everything over to my computer for my random wheel picker. I don't need 2 random wheel pickers. I prefer to have it on my phone. So if I don't have my computer when I am in my craft room, then it's okay because it's on my phone. I can just click on it and determine, yeah, that's what I'm going to work on. So I worked on that one and showing some progress on that one. So that's good because you're having progress on that one for a while. I can also mark that as I've made additional progress from when I initially worked on it. So that was a win-win. I'm also working on the fairest of them all. That's my oldest canvas right now in my collection. That was from 2022 by Mandy Manzano. And that one I did a row on, so I was excited about that. And the one that I've chosen for the month that I'm hoping to get finished is Cozy Morning Coffee. That one I went over on my project kickoff for July. I am down to 1 row on that one, which I'm super duper excited about. I'm hoping to get that one finished by the end of the month. And what I'm doing is that I will do a few sections on that one, whatever I decide that I want to do. Once I get that section completed, then I will do my wheel spinner, and I will get that canvas out, work on the canvas for a little bit, which is this one was the next one, and then on my latest one. And then once I am done with this one, I'll probably do a row. Then I will go ahead and I will go back to my canvas that I've chosen for the month to finish, Cozy Morning Coffee. And then I'm going to work on that one until I complete that row, or until I just get really tired of it and it's like, okay, it is now time to do something else. Because that one has a lot of color blocking, but it's helping me get it to go faster. And so once that one's done, then I'll probably go ahead and go back to Fairest of Them All, and that will be the next one that I will work on as my main one. I'm also working on Simon. That is from Romance Art with the Winter King storybook. That one I work on in the evenings. There have been some evenings the past week and a half, especially the past week, that I just did not feel like diamond painting. And normally I diamond paint at night too, but I diamond painted so much during the day that I thought, okay, I really need to let my hand rest and just sit here and relax at night. And so that's what I've been doing. And I do plan on working on that one tonight though, unless I'm just too tired to do it. I'm trying to find the cloud. I haven't worked on this in so long. I cannot remember where all of my drills are. I need to put these in order, but I don't want to waste the time putting my drills in order when I'd rather diamond paint. So I definitely would like to see Solomon finish this weekend. I don't know if that's going to happen, or not this weekend, just by the end of the month, not this weekend for sure. Would love to have a couple of finishes, but we'll see. On Friday, I am going to be going to Scrapbook Expo. I don't scrapbook. My best friend doesn't scrapbook, but we like to go to Scrapbook Expo because we're card makers. We like to buy different supplies for cards, or just look around and see if there's anything new that we would like to try, because they have demonstrations and different things there. And we also pay for a couple of classes, and it's on Friday and Saturday nights. We are taking they call it a card class, but it's a card swap, and you do get some free product with it. We've done this now for, I would say, well, several years. I don't know, at least 4 years. And we had to make 21 cards. They have to be exactly alike. And then from the cards, when we take them, then they give everybody one card. So there's 21 people that have signed up. So I'll get one of my cards back. And then we get 21 cards from everybody else. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I finished my cards up on Wednesday night. My best friend and I meet often on Wednesdays. I will usually diamond paint. She will usually make cards or whatever that she wants to do. And so instead of diamond painting on Wednesday night, I decided that I need to get these cards finished. And I powered through it, got my cards finished. They're okay. I'm not really, I think I should have done something else to them. They're not what I was hoping it would turn out to be, but I'm not going to spend any more time on it. And it is what it is. So that's done. I've got those ready to go. I have to have envelopes with them. Did all of that. And I am going to take a pressed and placed diamond painting, because I want to take a small diamond painting and I want to take one to where I can possibly get it finished and let you guys know my feelings on Pressed and Placed, because I purchased now from them, but I haven't done any of the canvases. I did unbox a couple of canvases last week from Pressed and Placed, and that was a really good video that several people watched. So I do want to work on it. I have not kitted that one up. I said I probably wouldn't kit anything up until I got some of these finished, but if I kit up a small one and then I think I can get it finished over the weekend, then I think I'll be okay, because at least it'll be another finish. It's not going to add to my 26 for 26, which if it does add it, I don't care, but I want to concentrate on the ones that I already have out and that are just sitting on dot, which is my basically clothes hanger that I have my canvases on. My work in progress. I don't have my completed ones are somewhere else, but I need to work on those, try to get those down as much as possible so I can decide what I'm going to do for next year. I don't know if I'm going to do a 27 for 27 unless I just add to my 26, because I'm not going to have all of these plus more. I don't have enough room for that, and I do not have enough storage for that either. So I think that that's definitely going to be out. I don't need to have that many. That would definitely overwhelm me. I'm not overwhelmed yet on all the ones that I have, and I'm really enjoying waiting to see what the random wheel picker is going to choose for me. That has been a lot of fun. I haven't done that before, so I do like that. I might even decide going forward that to put my next canvases on a random wheel picker, and maybe not all the canvases, but maybe put the companies that I have, and then from one, it'll pick a company for me, and then I will go and say, okay, I'm going to pick a canvas from that particular company. That's something I'm kind of noodling with for next year. I do have an overabundance of mini diamond paintings. I want to work on some of those too. I thought about taking those to Expo to work on, but I'm afraid that I would get really bored just working on the minis like that, because we're there for Friday and Saturday. I'm not sure what time we're going to get there on Friday, but we have a class, I think that starts at 1, so we have to get there by 1 o'clock on Friday. We'll stay late on Friday. It's what we usually do. We've got a routine down. So I'm definitely going to be kitting up the Pressed and Placed. I'm really hoping, and it's supposed to be in today, my Pressed and Placed description box for July. It's the first one that I've ordered, and it's supposed to have a small, medium, and a large diamond painting in it. So I'm hoping that that does come in and I can unbox it, and then I can kit up the small. I might go ahead and take some mini diamond paintings to maybe work alongside a small canvas. I don't know yet, but it's really nice because with the table, it is reserved for us. We can leave all of our stuff there. People watch it, and we can go shopping at Expo. They have so many vendors there, and they actually had diamond dots for the past several years. I went in last year and looked, didn't really see anything that I wanted, and I probably won't buy anything from Diamond Dots, but if I saw something, they always have discounts during Expo. I can always get something if I really wanted to. We'll see. I don't know. So I will let you guys know if I bought anything. So I'll be there. I will have to get my WIP Chat done. That goes out on Saturday of next week. I'll have to get it done early since I won't be around. I'll try to get some kind of footage at Expo. I don't know, because there's so many people and it's really hard. And I don't like to have people in a video. I don't want to show anybody's face because I wouldn't want anybody to do me that way. But I might show you all the things that people bring to Expo. They bring all these wagons and it takes them 2 and 3 trips. Like, how on earth? That would overwhelm me, bringing all of that stuff and then not knowing what I was going to use. And then you got to put all that stuff up. That's the worst part of it. And so it's one reason why I love to take my diamond painting, because it won't take me 5 minutes when I get home. I will unload in my garage, which is right off of my craft room. Just wheel my little cart, or I have a small suitcase that I use, rolling cart. And so I'll just wheel that into my craft room and then just unload right there and it'll be done, which is super nice. I thought about taking one of my 26 for 26 paintings, but most of those are larger and I really want something that's easy to roll up. It will fit in my suitcase. I don't have to carry anything extra. So I'm really looking forward to it, just getting away. I haven't spent time with my best friend in a while, and we haven't gone anywhere since last year. I don't think we even went anywhere last year. Oh, we did. Well, we sort of did. My daughter got married last year in May, and my best friend and her husband went to the wedding. It was out of state. And so I saw her at the wedding. I didn't get to spend a lot of time with her. And then they had spent the night and we went and met them for some appetizers and a couple of drinks. It was in walking distance of the hotel. But other than that, we have not gone on a girls' weekend like we normally do. We didn't do that last year at all, just because the timing was so bad with me. And then this year we're going July and we're going in September on a diamond painting retreat. September, my car will be pretty packed. I am certain of that. Because with her stuff, my stuff will take a cooler and some snacks and things. And it is a longer time that we're going to be there. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And then after that, I don't have any plans for anything for the rest of the year going anywhere. We normally go to the mountains, but since we just came back from the mountains, we're not going to go again. And we have officially secured our vacation for next year. I am so excited. We are going to go on an Alaskan cruise, and it's just going to be the two of us, my husband and myself. Paige has decided she is really not interested in going on a cruise. I didn't think she would be. So she's either going to stay at her dad's or at her sister's, or a combination of the two, I guess. And so it's just going to be Dave and I for a full week. And we have to embark on the cruise in Seattle, Washington. Never been to Seattle, never been really that far. So my husband has never flown before, and he has agreed to, because he wants to go on, he's always wanted to go to Alaska, and we thought the easiest way for us would be on a cruise. We've been doing a lot of research, and so I think we have I know we've decided, we've already put the deposit and everything down. We have the room number, and I think what we have decided on, I think it's going to be really good. We've also looking at some excursions. There's one I would love to go on, and he's a little hesitant on it, which I was really surprised. I figured he would be all about it, but I would like to go on a dog sled. I think that would be so much fun on a dog sled in Alaska. But my husband's like, I don't know, and he's him hauling about it. So we've got a year because it's not until next September of 27, which sounds crazy, but we have another one that I told him. I said I've been looking at different excursions, and everyone is saying this is really cool, and it is a train ride, and it ends up in Canada. So I told him, I said, this one goes really quickly, and you do have to have your passport, which we've got to get our passport renewed. It has expired, but it's expired recently, so I'm hoping we don't have a problem. Well, I shouldn't say recently. It's been 3 years. So I hope we don't have a problem with getting the passport. We have a year, so that's still plenty of time. But we've talked about different things already, and we are going all out for this cruise. It's been now 14 years since we have gone out of town by ourselves, and it's been 14 years since we have gone for a week with or without kids. It's always been just a very long weekend. I am taking a full week off from work, and I'm also going to take a term off. So it's probably going to end up being from my part-time job, because I'm not taking my computer. I'm not going to have to worry. Every time that I go on vacation, I have to take my computer. I spend more time having to work than I do getting to enjoy my vacation. And as much as we're putting into this cruise and we want it to be very special, we talked about it and we both decided that I'm just going to tell them that I'm not going to teach. I'm not going to be a lead faculty for that one term. And it's not going to affect anything. I mean, I'm going to not have that money, obviously, but there are a couple of terms where I can only teach one class because I am getting close to exceeding the amount that I can teach with them in 1 year. And so it's going to be the same thing in the end. I'll just teach 2 on one term that I normally only teach 1 on. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be really weird not taking my computer. I'm probably going to think I lost it because I'm so used to taking a computer. But we've been watching videos on how we should dress and how we should pack for Alaska. We've been watching videos about the cruise and the cruise line. And even my husband is really getting into it. So he's getting really excited about it too. So I am definitely looking forward to that. And my husband asked me if I'm planning on taking a diamond painting. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I don't want to not take one, but I'm not going to take anything big. I'll either take a mini diamond painting or I'll just take a very small one. So I don't know. If anything, just something that I can put in my carry-on that I can have. It's going to be a long flight. I'm hoping that I have enough points and I will be able to fly first class. Since he's never flown, I think that would be really cool to fly first class, but it just depends. I'm working on a rather wide section here, and this one does have a lot of confetti too. It has some color blocking, but it has quite a bit of confetti, and I think this particular diamond painting, I think it needs it. So I'm not sad about confetti on this one. It doesn't take me that long to do these. It's taking me longer because me being on my WIP Chat, trying to film it, making sure that you guys can see it. Can't believe it's almost the middle of July already. I knew the summer would go by fast, and I love summer when it's not so hot, but it has been so nice. I am planning on working in my garage some next week to go through my final boxes that I have not unboxed. I have a feeling that it is more craft stuff, And so if it is, I'm going to be very intentional of if I'm going to keep it. I am loving how her tail is coming out. I was going to bling this one up, but then I decided not to. I want to see what it looks like without all of the bling, the extra bling, and it has enough bling in it already. I have been listening to Mad Mabel, and that was by Sally Hepworth. That one was really good. It was really sweet. It was actually kind of pulled at your heartstrings, and the main character, her name was Elsie, and I haven't heard of anybody named Elsie except for my grandmother, who I absolutely adored. And so I thought of my grandmother the whole time that I was listening to this, because Mabel is an older woman, but her name is Elsie. And so I kept thinking, oh, my grandmother would have loved this book, and she would have. But I did enjoy that one. I gave that one a 4-star. And then the other one I listened to was Final Target by Nora Roberts. And that one was really good too. It was a typical Nora Roberts book, but it also included mystery in there. And I really liked that part of it. And it was the narrator was January Lavoie, and I just love January Lavoie's voice. I can listen to just about anything that she narrates, and that's one of the reasons why I'd gotten this one. I like Nora Roberts. I used to read all of her books all the time, and then I got burnt out. But when I saw that it was January Lavoie, I jumped at that one. And so I gave that one a 4.5 stars because I liked it so much. Now I am almost finished. I have about 45 minutes left of listening to The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. I cannot recommend this book. I'm just letting you guys know what I am listening to. It is a fast pace, but it has a lot of triggers in there, and I did not realize that when I started reading this book. It was recommended to me by Audible. It was half price, and I thought, oh, this will be okay. Well, I've got to stop doing that. This is not the first time I have done this, and I've done it several times actually. I need to read the description of the book before I get it it's Audible, but I get it through actually the library. I will look at Audible and then see what Audible recommends, and then I'll look and see if our library has it through Libby. And it's pretty triggering, so I can't recommend this one. It's not a bad book. It's just something that can be very triggering for a lot of people. I had to stop it for a little while and then pick it back up just because I wasn't sure how the direction of the book was going, and it was okay. It's nothing that's, really, it's not descriptive, but it's enough to where it is bothering me. So I'm getting that one finished. I'll finish that today. I wouldn't even really finish this one, but I've invested in it. I want to know what happens now. So I don't know what my next one's going to be. I need to look and see, but I am really enjoying audiobooks. I also like true crime, but I haven't really found anything on audio or on Libby for that. So I've been listening to a lot of YouTube podcasts. And of course, I've listened to some WIP Chats and some music. And I've also binge watching again for Virgin River. That's a really sweet one. I read all the books, but now I can see that it's starting to veer away from the books. I'm not liking it nearly as much as I have been, although it's still good. It's still enjoyable, but it's just veering from the book so much that I just don't like how it's doing that. But that's just me. And then otherwise, we have just been sitting outside, talking, listening to music. My husband finds music that we do, like after we eat dinner and we go out there and sit on our deck. He will find something and I have to guess who it is. And a lot of times I'm like, I know the song. I do remember it. I can tell him the words on the song. But then I'm like, I have no idea. I can't remember. And a lot of times I'm like, I know exactly who that is, which is kind of weird for me. And he had a song lyrics in his head for 4 days, and he kept looking and looking, and I knew exactly the song too, but couldn't think of who sang it, the actual name of the song. And so we finally found that one, and that was a lot of fun because we were just doing a lot of research. So while I'm diamond painting, he's doing all of this. So it's been a really fun time this summer. It's been very enjoyable. We've both been really happy. Paige is happy. She is feeling great. And so that makes me happy. I don't think she's going to go back to work. I need to call and talk to them about that. Every time that she goes to work, she gets sick. It's also a 45-minute drive one way for me, and then I have to stay there 2 hours until she's done, so I got to find something to do for 2 hours. I'd been going to the library, but I really don't want to do that because it's just I have to drive another 30 minutes to get to the library. So I'd rather just get some things done at home, and also she just seems to be fine not working. So I think that's going to be something that we're going to have to talk about soon. But other than that, she seems to be absolutely fine just being at home and just doing her own thing. I may have gotten out of frame for just a couple of minutes. I needed to get those done. These are plane, the symbols of a plane, which I think is kind of cool because I was talking about a plane. So I think I'm going to stop here. I've been kind of rattling on, but wanted to get this WIP Chat done early on Friday so I can get it out on Saturday for next week. I do have a video I'm working on. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. That just goes over how I choose some of my special drills that someone had asked. And I'm not sure when that's going to come out. It might be in a couple of weeks because I want to make sure that I have everything that I need to show everybody what I'm planning on doing with an upcoming diamond painting. I will have a short on Tuesday. I'm not sure of what. I'm thinking on my desk, just how I have my desk set up. And then on Thursday, I may have an unboxing. I'm just not sure what I'm doing yet on Thursday, but I will get that figured out over the weekend because I want to get that done and I can have it ready. And then since I will not be home on Friday afternoon or Saturday, I need to get my WIP Chat done on Thursday so I can get it posted for Saturday morning. And if anything comes in that I want to unbox, I might have an extra diamond painting video. I'm not sure yet. So kind of undecided, but I am working on it. Usually I am decided on what I want to work on, but for videos, but I'm not really sure. So anyway, I hope that everyone has a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Happy diamond painting. Bye.